the research presented covered very diverse questions. For example, can social media contribute to reduce corruption in a country? What motivates people to ask for redistribution? What's the impact of transferring resources from the central government to the local governments on the education of the population? Does marriage make people healthier?
It's a great way for us to come together in a single place and discuss our research ideas. So I think it's very intellectually stimulating, and I think everyone in the Barcelona GSE should be encouraged to come.
The workshop helps me see my own work, or our own work in this case, in new ways because of the feedback. I just presented here and there were excellent questions that we're going to incorporate in the paper. In that paper, we try to estimate the long-run and next-generation impacts of giving additional money to local governments in Brazil. And the impacts we measure are on education outcomes and poverty reduction.
We had a number of fantastic presentations, very interesting, on monetary policy, trying to understand how governments might improve their credibility when setting monetary policy. We had a paper on international trade that was very illuminating as to the adequacy or lack of some of the models that we use. And we're going to have a very interesting paper on asset price bubbles to close the conference.
We expect to have even better papers, more researchers coming to Barcelona to become an even better pool of research and a way of thinking about economics and relevant policy issues like this international trade paper that was very successful on that line.
The quality of economic research here has gotten so much better. In Spain, it's the Barcelona GSE that's doing a better job than most places in getting through these difficult times. But we want to keep the level of research here very high. We study what would happen in North America when we formed the free trade agreement and what's now the NAFTA between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And along some lines, worse for the models in North America, the models didn't do so well. And I think I now have a clue on why they didn't do so well, so I'm proposing a new kind of model that helps pick up what sectors or what industries that don't do much trade are going to have explosions in trade after trade liberalization.
There is a wide variety of topics addressed in the workshop, ranging from political economy and media, the influence of media, and game theory in general, and also industrial organization and individual and collective decisions.
It's a good way to keep updated of new research and new fields that people are evolving and usually are more difficult to know.
For the speaker, the main advantage is that the audience is very powerful and diverse, and so it makes you, in my case that I do theory, it makes me question and look at the assumptions and the results that I get from a more realistic point of view. In this paper we try to see what are the effects of the lack of information that people have when they go to vote. And what we find out is that the more uninformed people are, the more extreme the politicians become, and the more extreme the policy choices of the politicians end up being.